Hello everybody that's here and not here yet. Today I was going to talk about product pages and the baseline for engagement selling online. Some of the biggest things are some basic aspects of setting up an e-commerce store are missed out on, and they might just be small things, but they make a massive difference to the user experience and to your conversion rate, which is super important if you're going to ever think about online advertising and just getting bang for your buck on your website, creating that good experience for your customer. So we've just written a blog about on We Are Cisco website is how to engage and increase engagement for my product online. Welcome to Jump Across. It's probably going to be a bit clearer than my videos, but they're getting better. Obviously, you've got a reliable e-commerce store. We actually started one of our businesses on Etsy and then transitioned to Shopify. Through the way of doing WooCommerce in the middle, which we didn't really enjoy. So first and foremost, good photos, high quality images. We really struggled at the start because we were using renders because it was expensive for us to shoot our whole range. So that didn't work. We had to invest in photos, and that was a limitation that we dealt with. I highly recommend investing in high quality photos. And vast angles, giving a really good experience and understanding of the product. I feel like we could get better at that as well. Product descriptions, really important. Take the time to write a detailed bullet point, clear to understand product descriptions. This is imperative. There is so many businesses I see still where they don't have clear product descriptions explaining the experience, the luxury, the everything down to the details of the materials or what's ingredients or how to use the product. This is all part of the product description. It's not like retail sales where I can sit here and talk to you about it for 7 or 8 minutes. You've got to get that information across for the analytical purchaser online. Very important. Product frequently asked questions and collection frequently asked questions. These are great SEO tools and great user experience, increase conversion rate, and help create an engaging conversation with the customer. They might then hit a frequently asked question and punch it through the contact page to get more information. Our betting website gets probably 1 to 2 questions about specific questions about products still, and we have a very detailed pages. All of this should help communicate your depth of knowledge, the research that you've done into the product to create the product, and your passion and vigor for the product. This should be transferable to the reader and then hopefully your customer. So communicate your depth of knowledge and showcase that with those product descriptions and the collection descriptions and the collection frequently asked questions and the product frequently asked questions. All of that ideally will have key phrases, keywords, and long chain keywords / phrases. This will all help with your SEO and help with engagement and people and eyes on the website. So these are really important, not only for the formulation of your website, but if you're finding your conversion isn't working, rework your descriptions, rework your collection descriptions, and rework your frequently asked questions to make sure that they are helping you convert, closing deals. So that's a very baseline to start with. You've then got optimize and check your shipping methods. Something that we still struggle with a little bit is the delay on shipping from to America or to larger ports. This is definitely inhibiting our growth and something that I'm working on at the moment, but send a sample to a friend in every different country to ensure that you're hitting those timelines, and then have an email in your flow letting people know how long it might take. If you tell them in front, there's less chance of them getting upset and not enjoying the experience. Again, more chance for more reviews, more chance for more sales and increasing online engagement. And then automations, exactly that. So once you've done your testing and you know how long a customer is going to take to receive your product, let them know in an automated email post-purchase. Make sure you're telling them and give yourself a buffer. So you can even segment them per location in the world through your email marketing. They're the most minimum basic requirements for starting or having an e-commerce store. If you've got an existing e-commerce and your conversion isn't good, go back and have a look at the blog and check that all of those things are working. And maybe they're there, but they maybe not be robust enough, and the keywords or the key information isn't clearly communicated enough. So that's probably the baseline. The next ones are definitely a lot of applications, especially if you're talking about Shopify or WooCommerce, is applications and plugins to personalize the user experience. This is a bit more advanced, but it's definitely an effective and an effective way to increase user experience and user engagement is understanding and tailoring the offerings with automated applications when people come to the website. Interact with your customers online. So sending polls, sending surveys, doing posts online where you can ask more questions about their experience with you, your product, your online product, and what they think about the niche or the product in the future, developments and R&D. These are all great things to then push back and say, oh, the customer feels engaged in the community, and push back to the website. Show that you've made those changes as well. Gives more content and opportunity for content. Interact with your customers online. Pay somebody in the Philippines or in India or somewhere to do predetermined answers to questions, and then collate any questions that people have back onto your frequently asked questions if you haven't had a thought of them. If you haven't got the time yourself, outsource this step. It's very worthwhile. Offer incentives. So this is just a simple one. Upsell incentives, up and down sell incentives for multiple purchases. There's heaps of good apps on Shopify that can give a post-cart purchase, so it's just one click after the purchase, and they might upsell and give them 25 or 50% off a certain item depending on your margins if they buy 2 or 4 or 6 or whatever it is. Experimenting with new features. As I said, if your baselines are all ticked off, the list that I said before, and you feel like you've done those, start, even if you have, it's like a product description might change 3 times before you get it right. It might be changed 10 times before you get it right. But I feel like it's very important to experiment not only with applications, but experiment with the content that you're putting on, the angles, anything. Videos, short videos, how-to videos, blogs with videos, and sending people to those pages. Experiment. There's no exact science, and different niches and different product demographics, all these things lead to different opportunities for different brands to excel and do something different and innovative. So don't be afraid to experiment. You can always revert. Save the things in different docs and revert them back if it doesn't work or it goes off. So many times we've set up applications and spent hours setting up automated applications of frequently bought together or upsell, cross-sells, and we thought, man, this is great, and it's flopped. And then we've done other ones that we thought were not that good and didn't put as much energy in, or put the same amount of energy and just didn't think it was as good an idea, and they've converted tremendously. So it's very much a trial and error, and not being afraid to do that as well. I feel like that's probably a good list to get somebody started in optimizing for engagement, optimizing for sales. This can all be added to lead gen. It just needs a little different, but it can definitely be optimized for lead gen. Highly recommend you jump over to our blog and check it out. Thanks for joining us. It's a bit longer video, this one. I hope that we can edit it down and make it palatable. Have a lovely day, and I'll hopefully see you on Monday.